Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. We give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, the rule well and teach well. And salutations, Starter Akim. This person is truth and our honesty and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. All right, just coming at you with a quick video. All right, that the least of the flock shall draw them out. This whole thing with Slovakia, Israel, all right, and in Palestine, the Middle East, what's going on. All right, it's going to draw these armies, all right, these different troops of these nations to gather in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, all right, for this war to get set up, the third woe. All right, so the least of the nations, all right, these little nations, the smaller nations, going to draw the bigger nations out to fight. All right, this whole thing about the U.S. warship that shot down missiles, drones near Israel, what the Pentagon say. All right, so this naval carrier, all right, is out there, is active. All right, says American destroyer USS Carney has shot down 3 missiles and several drones launched from the territory of Yemen controlled by the Houthi rebels, the Pentagon said. So, they pretty much active in the war already. So you might as well say, they're involved, so to say. All right, you might as well say it. They shooting down drones and missiles. All right. So it said the incident came after drones targeted military sites housing U.S. personnel in Iraq and Syria. On Tuesday, the UAVs attacked the Al-Assad and Al-Harir Bashur air bases, causing minor injuries to the Western coalition forces. According to the Pentagon, 2 drones attacked the Al-Tanf base in Syria the next day. One UAV was shot down while another struck the base, also inflicting minor injuries to Western troops. So what it sounds like, some of the troops, U.S. troops getting hurt and injured, man. So we're pretty much in a proxy war, a war leading up to the major war. Pretty much, you can just say Biden didn't make mention of it on his address, but that's why I was expecting him to declare war. He passively declared it, so to say, what I believe. But nonetheless, man, hey, they're about to go to war real soon. May not be this year, but it could be in the very near future, if not the end of this year, next year, Lord willing. So, they already in that region preparing for battle. So I'm going to go ahead and get some scriptures so I don't get too long with it. So this Jeremiah chapter 50. It said, the word that the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. Declare ye among the nations and publish and set up a standard, publish and conceal not. Say Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Moradok is broken in pieces, her idols are confounded, her images are broken in pieces. So this place is through. This place is losing its power. These elites, they're finished for. The sorcery, the wickedness of Babylon is going down the drain. None of it's working no more. The whole world is waking up to how wicked this place is because they joined with Israel. All right, America is the #1 country on the earth that's backing up Israel. So all that is done. These heathens, all right, in the Middle East, they know that these devils gotta go. They tyranny need to be done away with. So, the whole world is waking up to this. All right, verse 3, for out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast. So out of the north, Russia, is the head nation coming from out of the north, man. All right, it's going against Babylon, man. It's going to make her desolate. All right. So Russia, along with China and the various other nations, going to make this place desolate by firing the missiles upon this place. All right, so they shall remove and they shall depart, both man and beast. So, hey, man, this place going to be destroyed, man. Wherever here on this side, man or beast, going to be utterly through. All right, whatever life is on this land, when these nukes hit, it's gonna be destroyed. And then that's when them desert creatures gonna swoop in and eat the flesh of these people, the flesh of these bodies, dead carcasses. Verse 4, in those days, and in that time, said the Lord, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together, going and weeping, they shall go and seek the Lord their God. And that's what we're doing now. All right, so you got the head nation, Judah, waking up, and now the southern kingdom, or Slakia, the northern kingdom is waking up. First, the southern kingdom, the head, nation, Judah, along with Benjamin and Levi, they woke up first. But now the northern kingdom tribes, Simeon, Ephraim, Manasseh, Issachar, Zebulun, Naphtali, Gad, Reuben, waking up to the truth. All right, waking up to being Israelites. And, and there's a camp that's recently, came across brothers' radar, which through the spirit, it's a GMS brother, GMS camp in Mexico. All right, so it's through the spirit that's coming out. And then, the Elder Kazak, did a video, in Spanish, man. So that was beautiful, man. So that's how you know that the northern and the southern kingdom, man, we are the Israelites, man. There's no denying that, we can back it up scripturally, and through the spirit, we believe it to be true. All right, so I'm gonna just go down here. The Lord willing, I might hit Habakkuk, Lord willing. I'm just gonna skim through, not to make it too long. Verse 43. It says, the king of Babylon, I've heard the report of them, and his hands waxed feeble. Anguish took hold of him, and pains as a woman in travail. Why does baby think of Biden, man? Oh my jeez. So yeah, so Biden is so-called the king of Babylon. It may not be referring to him. We'll see what these elections lead to. Lord willing, we don't go through another election, because this is gonna be a debacle. It's gonna be a sugar honey iced tea show, man. I'm telling you. But yeah, the king of Babylon heard the reports of them. All right. So they hands gonna be waxed feeble, and Biden show is feeble. But I'm not sure if this is speaking about him directly. But let me go to verse 44. It says, behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. So the Lord is raising up kings. All right, people from the north, from the region with Russia. You got Russia. You got Kim Jong-un, which he haven't been making headlines as of late. So he got something planned. You got rulers on this earth, people that got certain positions of power, they coming together. Certain positions of power coming together. It's a great nation, which, Russia being the spearhead of this, conglomerating nations together, because it says that they're going to be a defense to these nations. All right, it said that many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. So, you got certain, not prime ministers, but rulers, which, where they consider Putin like a dictator. But you got certain people, Kim Jong-un, they'll consider him a dictator, which he is pretty much a dictator. You got the leader, Xi Jinping, whatever his name is. You got certain people, they coming together, they uniting to go against NATO and the EU, which ultimately they're going to go against Babylon, America. All right. It's verse 42. They shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel and will not show mercy. So that's equated to these missiles, man. That bow and that lance. A lance is a stick, and that's where you can equate a missile to look like a lance. All right, a lance is a stick. It can be equated to a spear. You got a point at the end, a spear, and that's how these missiles are. The main thruster of a missile is in the head, in the warheads that carry the actual missiles. All right, you got the rocket that launch it, but the missiles is in the warhead. All right. It says their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses. Everyone put in array like a man to the battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon. All right. So, the missiles are gonna come flying, man. This war gonna get popping. It's gonna be a mountain of troops going into the land of Middle East to fight. Then these missiles gonna launch not too long afterwards. All right. So the Lord gonna put these battles in array, these wars, these armies gonna gather together. All right. These missiles, hey man, it says they're not gonna break their ranks when these missiles come. They ain't gonna break their rank when they start flying, man. All right. So, verse 45, it says, therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Babylon and his purposes, that he hath purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. All right, so the least of the flock gonna draw them out. So America been a big bully. So what's going on in the Middle East, well, in the region, all right, Israel, Palestine, you got Hamas, so-called terrorist group going at it, man. So all this is just a bunch of drama that the Lord's stirring up to get WW3 activated. All right. So the least of the flock going to draw them out to battle. All right, and by the end of it, gonna cause the habitation to be desolate. Hey, what you believe, that land gonna get nuked as well, gonna get cleansed. Like what the brother had mentioned, that there's a tactic that they use if they get surrounded by these, and I heard of that tactic before as well. So the brother, he's writing that assessment, in the Middle East, basically in the Gaza Strip, around that area, if they was to go into battle over there and they get surrounded, they fallback plan would be to destroy that whole area, that landmass, or that area. But just imagine that to happen, which that very well can happen to these American troops, and then their last resort gonna be sending the big dogs, man. All right, they might even nuke themselves just to wipe them out, wipe out the enemies. All right, concentrate the enemies in one area and take them out in one swoop. See, that's where E is misconstrued. All right, E think he the one that came up with that plan, but ultimately that's the Lord that came up with the plan, because that's what he's gonna do in that land. He gonna gather all the armies together and destroy them, man. All right, so the joke gonna be on E, man. All right, verse 46, and the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations. All right, so basically the scriptures go into that, about when Babylon get destroyed, hey, these nations gonna howl, well, lament for it. The smoke gonna burn, they gonna be afar off. They gonna mourn at it because, like, dang, it's almost like, they don't intend for this destruction to happen. It's not their intention. It's how it's the Most High plan for this to happen. All right, if the nation's gonna stand afar off and cry out, basically, the merchant of the city, the merchant of the world is gone. All right, America is looked at as being a merchant city, being a place to get a quick dollar. And they go to show you that this is that last society that's going to be in power, where people can finance and make a life for themselves, so to say. All right, it's that last place where they're going to be able to do such. All right. Let me Habakkuk 2, one of my favorite chapters. All right, I'm going to start at the top. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he shall say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. All right, so that vision is made plain upon tables. All right, these scriptures is hopping off the pages. We seeing the setup of WW3, and the scriptures will run it down for you. All right, you can go further, reading a precept upon precept, line upon line, and you get the whole prophecy, lined out for you. Where if you have the eye salve to understand, you're like, dang, this is actually going on right now as we speak. So that vision is being written plain upon table, man. So he said that he may run that readeth it. And we're in a time where, you can tell by, the type videos, that the elders and apostles bring out. Of course, exhortation gonna constantly go out, but ultimately when it comes to these prophecies, a lot of times, man, brothers ain't gonna sit there and break things down to a T. There's plenty of videos out there if you can find them. If the channel's still up, you can get the breakdowns. But we're in a time now, we just, when we see prophecy come forth, we go into the scriptures, hit on it. All right, if you know, all right, we're in a time now where we got to choose wisely what we say. All right, because they'll strike and take our videos down, so we can't be as raw, as rugged as we used to. So, we gotta, it kind of putting us in the spirit of being in direct and in tune with the scriptures and not going off our own thoughts and own words. It's causing us to be disciplined in the scriptures. So it's a benefit for this to happen. All right. So it's causing us to be more in tune, with this word. All right. So we're writing that vision plain upon table. We're making it easy for those to understand that are able to understand it. If not, then it's just not for you to understand. All right. So in a time where if you don't got it, 9 times out of 10 or more likely, it's just not meant for you to get it. All right. Verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. All right. So the vision is for the appointed time. All right. We don't know when or how it's going to fully go down. All right. We don't know the full step by step. Like, we know the war is going to come, but we know the destruction ain't going to come, till after the MOT to the B is introduced. So we know that much. So are we looking for the major signs right now? We know the war is about to kick off soon, and it's going to get active. But when this MOT to the B come, all right, when Jacob's trouble come, when all these things come, then we're at the end. All right, so we understand that, what to look for the very end. On the MOT to the B is that last sign of the end. All right. So yeah, we hearing of wars and rumors of wars, which I meant to get Matthew the 24th chapter, Lord willing, I may get that real quick. All right, but but at the end it shall speak, and the scriptures are speaking, man. The speaking is howling. They sighing and crying out right now. All right, and said and not lie. All right, the end shall speak and not lie. All right, the Most High is a man that he shall lie. The Most High ain't telling no lies. This is the Most High word, and the scriptures are faithful and true, man. These scriptures are coming to truth. All right, there's plenty of prophecies and things that already came to pass, but there's a lot of remaining, prophecy left to play out, and it's going to happen. Even though it tarry, it feel like it's taking a long time, but it will not tarry, man. It will come to pass. But I'm going to end off with Matthew 24th chapter. All right. So I'm just going to hit, Yahweh Shai answered and said to them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. So you have some people saying they come in the name of the Lord, but they not coming in the name of the Lord. Or you might have some people saying they are the Lord, but don't take heed and believe them. All right, don't be deceived. All right, verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And these are comforting words from our Lord, man. We hearing of wars and rumors of wars, but we're at the mindset where we're not scared. All right, we not moved by this. All right, we know that this gotta happen. We know that a draft gotta be implemented. We know it gotta really get bad out here. All right, to where it gets to that point where they gotta implement a draft and go through that process, and war gotta come, and we're not in that mindset of freaking out about the economy collapsing and all this. We know that it's gonna happen. All right. But it says, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. See, so the end is not yet. So we know that's not going to cause the end by this going on. What's going to cause the end is the missiles getting launched. And in the midst of the missiles getting launched, the Lord's going to come with chariots and beam up the elect. All right, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine, pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. It says all these are the beginning of sorrows. So this is only the beginning of sorrows, man. All right, nation rising against nation. That's getting stirred up right now. All right, kingdom against kingdom. That's getting stirred up. All right, famines. It's going to be famines to come. So we ain't even really touched the surface of a famine. It's close, but we haven't even touched that yet. So this is just the beginning of sorrow. So wait till them famines truly kick in. All right, when a pestilence come back, the real deal, where you see people dropping before your eyes. All right, getting sickly and dropping before your eyes, probably getting boils and bumps all on their body. Like, you never know how it's going to go down. Earthquakes getting prevalent. You know, they're already going on right now, but they don't get more stronger and more prevalent in the earth. All right, so a lot of these things going on right now, but it's going to strengthen, it's going to build momentum. All right, going in Revelation, the 6th chapter, where it's really going to get heavy, where it's going to start taking casualties, man. All right, famine going to take casualties. These pestilences going to take casualties. There's going to be casualties in these wars. All right, the various battles is going to go on around the earth. So all this is just the beginning of sorrows, man. So that's only the beginning. All right, what they going through. All right, but this is a big sign. The U.S. warships shooting down missiles and drones. All right, UAVs, and what they use UAVs for, you know, brothers that are familiar with Call of Duty, they use those as sonar. All right, detectors. All right, they got UAVs on these drones. All right, using sonar technology to detect submarines, to detect where these countries have their military personnel, you know, certain different things. All right, mainly detect, you know, where these soldiers are, like mainly their strongholds. All right, they're different, their planes. All right, get an idea to strategize. So they taking down our people, or Yemen, they're taking out whoever, you know, which they believe to be the Iranians. They're taking out their way to spy on them. All right, spy and see what they're trying to set up and do. All right, so this is very strategic. They playing checkers right now, but soon they're gonna start playing chess. So right now they just playing around, bullshitting, but it's gonna get serious. It's gonna be a snowball effect where they're gonna be like, man, F it, man. We're at war, and they gonna declare it. You know, and that's what I was expecting Biden to say tonight. But he didn't do it, but eventually they're going to have to declare it. They can't keep hiding this from the people so long. It's only but so much money they can give out. There's only but so much they can do. But, you know, just keep your eyes on prophecy. I say occupied, you know, stay on your tower, you know. That's why, you know, it's good that brothers, you know, send articles in the chat and keep brothers updated. You know, that goes a long way. All right. And very, you know, appreciated. So with that being said, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. All right. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. You know, just pushing this truth in all honesty and sincerity. The water for you, Akim, is pushing this truth in all honesty and sincerity. You know, the water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai for this truth. All right, that he blessed us with, to have this knowledge and wisdom and understanding, especially in these last days that we're in. So with that being said, I'm going to say shalom and on to the next video.